All right, let's turn to exploring the Shema, discussions on the issues of Trinity. And we left off last week where we've been talking about we're in the section on the where we're discussing the Filioque Debate, and the Filioque Debate is this topic that brought the Church of the West and the Church of the East into such a sharp disagreement with one another that they split from one another. This is right around the 1000s, right? So this is some time ago, obviously. But there's a passage out of the book of John that kind of drives the disagreement, the Filioque Debate. Let me read the passage. We read it in the past. I'll read the passage. I'm not going to read the Greek that you see on the screen. I'm just going to read the English. And then I'll jump down into the discussion that we left off with. So John records these words from Yeshua. He says, "But when the Helper comes," this is Jesus talking, "when the Helper comes, whom I will send to you from the Father, the Spirit of truth who proceeds from the Father, he will bear witness about me." So the question is automatically asked, who sends the Holy Spirit? Is it Jesus sending the Holy Spirit, or is it the Father who sends the Holy Spirit? I think the verse is self-explanatory. Yeshua says, "I will send him from the Father from whom the Holy Spirit proceeds." So it's not that Jesus is challenging God's authority when we talk about procession, but Yeshua does say that he's going to send him. So this began a discussion on, well, who has the authority in heaven? Where is all authority vested? And so the church had this. This wasn't the only thing they were discussing at the time, but this was part of the of what was on the docket of discussion at the time. So I say in my commentary that I think that the verse is self-explanatory, and I give you kind of a bolded paraphrase of what I think the verse is implying. And so let me just read that bold part before we jump in. I say that God the Father is the one who causes the Holy Spirit to issue from its place of origin vis-a-vis believers being influenced by the Spirit's presence. That is, in regards to, or in pertinence of, that's what vis-a-vis refers to, for believers being influenced by the Spirit's presence. So God is the source, what Greek would call the arche, the foundational location where everything finds its origin. It's not saying that God creates the Holy Spirit when I say that he's the source. What we're saying is that even the East and the West, they both agree that God is eternal and that the Trinity cannot be partitioned out, right? Neither the East nor the West is claiming that God created the Holy Spirit. I'm pretty sure that that's their position. I could be wrong there. There's just a little hint of in my mind that I'm not 100% sure that that's what their position is. I need to go back and look that up again, but I'm pretty sure, right? So just follow me with that. Follow what I'm trying to say for the moment. In their discussion about procession of the Holy Spirit, the discussion of the Father being the source of all gets brought into discussion, into the picture, into disagreement. If Jesus is given full authority to send the Holy Spirit and to cause him to issue forth from his place of origin, right, to go forth and be poured out upon believers, well then, what role does the Father play in the Trinity, right? Is, who's the Father and who's the Son, right? Who's wearing the pants in the family?